Welcome to what's today? Thursday. CNG 132-500. I just finished grading everything that was turned in. Your discussions, the quizzes. Let's see, um, the projects. I gave you feedback on projects if you needed to turn in just a little bit more. Once again, since there are no closing due dates for our activities, um, make sure that you are doing your projects. Um, get those in, keep turning those in. If I ask for more material, make sure you just go back and just screenshot. Usually it's just a screenshot. I know you just log in and get the screenshot showing that something was installed. Just make sure you verify that. Um, that's usually the only issue with projects. I'll just give you a 5. But when you look at your grades, I would say that it's never permanent. The grade I assigned, you can always do a little bit more work and get a higher grade. So make sure if you don't have the grade you want, make sure you try and get the grade um, you want. Yeah, if you don't get the grade you want, or I don't give you the grade you want, make sure you go a little bit more and get that grade that you want. Usually it's not too difficult. Like I said, it's usually a screenshot for the projects. Within the discussions, I did see a few people not post their entire discussions. They did their first initial thread but didn't do any follow-ups. That first thread is usually worth about 8 points, unless there's huge errors within that. But usually that first post is worth 8 points. Then your 2 follow-ups are 2 more points after that to get you that 100% score for the week. Make sure that the comments are substantial. I agree with this. Well, why do you agree with it? Make active claims like the syllabus states. Make those, go above and beyond what just, I don't know, what the basic participation would be. Make sure you just, maybe you drop a question. Hey, I really liked how you did this. What do you think about this? That's showing some active involvement. You're trying to get some feedback back. That's a way to keep the discussions going and let the person give an idea for another person to even, maybe not the original post, but another person to hop in on your discussion thread. So once again, the score you got, if you got an 8 over 10 or a 9 over 10, even something lower, say you just did some follow-up posts, those are a little bit more difficult to grade. Usually you get a 6 or a 7, but make sure you go back, earn those additional points. Nothing is ever concrete in the grade book. You have that opportunity to make that extra grade. With the quizzes, they're out on MindTap. I use MindTap for a lot, so make sure you are practicing MindTap access throughout the week. The reason I do that is because you can have MindTap anywhere on your phone, on your tablet, on your laptop, on your desktop, and actually be reading it or having the book read to you. So realize that's always an option to put on MindTap, put on some headphones on your phone, or put some headphones on you, plugged into your phone, and have MindTap being read to you as you're traveling or even in the car. So different ways to utilize. There's a lot of information we got to cover this summer semester. So make sure you're using that entirely wisely. Don't fret if you are still working on stuff. We have 9 more. We have 9 more weeks to be working on material. If you need help, I usually will remote on with you and help guide you through projects or other activities. But you definitely have to let me know that you're needing some sort of help. Reaching out to me through email is probably the most private. Google Hangouts, you're going to see problems that other people are having if you join that. And also make sure you're paying attention to the lab discussion thread. That's where people are having issues. Post their problem. I think I've weeded out everything that has a problem and didn't include it in the summer semester, so we're good to go. Make sure that you are participating in discussions, labs. Our lab simulation, we only have 1, so make sure you do that 1. It's going to take time, so make sure you put aside a good 2 hours to do that 1, and then lab discussion. There's 1 more in there. Each of those sections, lab simulations, project discussion. Okay, lab simulations, labs, project, and discussion. those are 80% of your grade. So make sure you're actively pursuing that 80% of your grade, because that's minimum you should walk out of here. If you do everything, those 4 things at 100%, the lowest grade you should get in this class is a B. And then doing the other quizzes, and then was the final is worth the second most, and then the tests are not worth a lot, just so not to stress you guys out, but they're definitely worth some. So if you have any questions, reach out to me through email about your grades. Maybe if I missed something, make sure to, or maybe you just forgot to post something in the Dropbox. Make sure you reach out then and say, hey, look, I didn't post this. I see everything come through on my main menu. Right over here, I see everybody who's logged in, and then right below it's going to say what was been submitted. And if you do have a follow-up item that I asked for, I will see that as soon as you drop it. All right, have a good Thursday, and I'll check back with you again.